Greetings, YouTubians, and welcome back to Wayne Sharp World, where today I have a very exciting unboxing for not only you guys and gals, but for me as well, because these are two knives I have been extremely excited to get my hands on. What we have here is a model that I first handled late last year, and it was so good. It was actually runner-up in Knife of the Year category in its respective price range. Really love that knife, and I hope I love this one just as much. It's got some improvements that I think I'm going to be a very big fan of, but we'll find out here in just a second because I have yet to handle it. And right over here we have another knife that I've actually reviewed on the channel. It actually has a very special place in the Wayne Sharp World history books, but this is not the same knife. This is also made better with another improvement, or at least a revision change, and I think it's going to be pretty epic. I think. We're going to find out here in just a second. But yeah, let's start off with this one here. Let's set this to the side and let's get into this guy right here. I also want to specify before I tear into this package that I got this from a gentleman by the name of Paramount EDC. Look him up on Instagram. I'm actually not sure if he has a YouTube account. Could have done my due diligence there and looked, but I've just had a blue million things going on. But Paramount EDC seems to be a very swell, nice guy. Bought this from him last week. He shipped it out right away. So 2 thumbs up there. Definitely an Instagrammer or someone that I would say you're good to do business with if he ever has another knife sale. Very nice guy. Looking forward to seeing what we have in here. And like I said, check out Paramount EDC on Instagram. Got some nice content over there. Let's tear into this package here and see what we have. A CJRB. So what's so special about a CJRB? Well, let me tell you, because this here is going to be the first, first button lock I have experienced from CJRB, and this is the button lock Feldspar. Let me just take it in with you guys for a second, because this is the first time I've gotten my eyes on it in person. I've seen Instagram shots of it. This is a very hard knife to get a hold of right now. I believe this is a proto, and the release date is at some point later this year. So on the bright side, I will have a full review up and this unboxing, obviously, for you guys to get a good idea of whether or not you want it. But unfortunately, I don't think it's available right now. But it will be later this year. So I'll be sure to keep everyone on the lookout for that. As soon as I see them for sale anywhere, I will let you guys know if it's worth your time. We're going to find out here real quick if it is worth your time. But I've got to say, first impressions just out of the package, very nice micarta. Now keep in mind, this has been handled by Paramount EDC, but he has not disassembled this yet. And I can check, actually. Yeah, he has definitely not disassembled this yet, because as you can see, there's a little bit of dirt and gunk in there, which is typical. I'm not knocking the knife for that, but very typical with any new production knife. You're gonna have some dust and debris and dirty gunk in there. So I am certain he has not disassembled this, which is cool. So this is still pretty much fresh out of the box, minus, it being fidgeted with by Paramount and posting some pictures of it. Very nice micarta. Micarta feels great. Love that blue pivot collar and how it highlights the black and the black thumb studs and the black button. I'm liking the aesthetics of this. And I almost feel like this is it almost seems like it's a little more stretched out than the original Feldspar. I'm not sure about that. I will, in my full review of this, I'll put it up side by side with my original Feldspar. The history behind the Feldspar, it was actually the first knife that I ever reviewed on my channel, the micarta Feldspar. So that's the significance to Wayne Sharp World history. What little history there is with the channel, it's been around for like 2.5 years, 2 years. I don't even know how long it's been, but that's kind of a little joke. But anyway, deep carry pocket clip, fully recessed, and very nicely done too. Everything's flush and straight. Looks like you have enough ramp there on the clip. I'll, of course, let you know that in my full review. Let's do the flip. What do we have here? Ooh. Let's do that again. Nice. Doesn't middle finger flick? Yes, it does. And okay. All right. Yeah, I am fully pleased with this as of right now. This blade, oh, it's satin too. I don't think my other Feldspar satin. I don't think it is. I think it's stonewashed. Love the satin. AR RPM 9 steel. Very nice there. I love the design of the Feldspar. When I heard there was a button lock coming out, I started to salivate a little. It is just an excellent design, excellent size, and I'm pretty sure they added, I think CJRB did a little something special up here. I think they made a little more of a choil, because I don't remember having that much of a choil area on the original. Well, again, I'll compare this with the full size during my full review of this. I don't remember it feeling like this in hand. I feel like it's been stretched out just a hair, maybe to insert the button lock mechanism, but that choil definitely feels bigger on this, which is a warm welcome. Very happy about that. Blade branding, no issue there. Actually, I really like where they put that CJRB logo. It's out of the, not on the grind. It fits well in the flat, well centered, looks good. Minimal branding up there. It is what it is, whatever. I believe this was $60. $60 is, I think, Paramount EDC sold this for what he paid for, and it was $60. So if these are really $60 when they come out, yeah, we really have something here at $60. And really, even if it's, we'll see. We'll just see what the retail is. But I paid $60 for it. I don't know exactly what the retail will be. Yeah, wow. Like that button there, got a little bit of milling. Nothing special. I don't think it makes a huge difference, but you do feel a little something there. Button, no wiggle or play, nice and solid there. Drop shut guillotine. Blade centering is on point. Perfect blade centering. Yeah, I cannot wait to carry this knife more, get my hands on it more, fidget with it, do some cutting with it, and just see exactly what, ooh, man, that's got that's got a tack. Tick, tack, whatever it is, man. Whoop. Yeah, that hits. That blade hits a little extra something. That's pretty darn good. Very, very happy with the unboxing of this button lock CJRB Feldspar here. Now let's move this aside and let's get into the next package here that I'm equally as excited about, because like I said, this knife here, I'm gonna open this up with the Caviso exclusive Penguin and S35 VN and marble carbon fiber with titanium. Yeah, it's that sharp. So, like I said, I got this, the original version of this knife last year, very late in the review year, and it still came in second in the Knife of the Year Awards for its price category. So I'm very excited to see what Mr. Jacob Lundquist has done here, because this is the Kizer Blade Works Variant P2. Is that the name of it? Let's see what else is in here. We got some stickers from Jacob. And I also wanted to throw a shout out here. Jacob Lundquist is a very good dude in the knife community. He is a very friendly individual. He's very lighthearted. He's just a great guy. So that is important to know, because I like giving people that are good people my business. You know, if they're jerks, I'd probably still buy from them if they made really good stuff and didn't really screw people over. But when you're working with, when you're doing business with someone that is just a pleasant guy and a truly good guy, it makes the overall experience that much better, I think. If that sounds weird, whatever. Jacob's a great guy. So, worth noting there. We got a couple other scales to take a look at as well. Let's set the scales aside for just a second, and let's get into this Variant PE2. This is the Jade G10 with black washed blade. And there's a very special something about this knife. I've kept saying it, but now let's go ahead and take a look and see just what it is. And that is the fact that it has a front flipper. Yes, a front flipper that, I mean, you guys know at this point, if you watch my channel enough, I am a front flipper fanatic. I do enjoy a good front flipper, and I enjoy a good knife in general. And this is everything about the Variant PE1 that I love with a front flipper. So first, let's do that middle finger flick. Just as good as I remember on the middle finger flick. And this blade is just as beautiful as I remember. This is a very underrated gentleman's carry here, or just a good office carry, because it's not super intimidating, it's not real big, but it's a fantastic blade with a very unique aesthetic and Fantastic ergos. Again, don't let the shapes and corners and everything on this knife fool you. It's good in the hand. I think it feels great. The sway back, some people I think love and hate. It feels fantastic in my hand. The swell and kind of swoop back here just sits perfectly in my hand. So no issue there. It feels fantastic. And time to see, most importantly with a front flipper, is it reach around approved? Yes, it is. Now, I will say when I did that, I definitely felt this front flipper tab, and that was one of my biggest concerns with this knife, was how this front flipper tab was going to feel. So let's just do a regular one with the thumb. And the thumb was obviously a lot better because when you're doing the reach around, you're kind of putting your finger down on top of the tab, and you're pulling back, but you're still putting a lot more top pressure down on it. And, you know, this being the way it is, you know, it is what it is. I was expecting that, and I don't really have an issue with it because it still doesn't feel that bad. But again, you know, it's kind of common sense. I'm putting my finger on the point of something. But for the regular front flip, very good. No issue, no hot spot. That front flipper tab feels pretty good. No issues in terms of discomfort. And the action, ooh. Again, I can keep doing the reach around with no issue. It doesn't bother me to where I can keep doing it. That's good. Really good. Especially for just out of the box. It's going to smooth up even more. Detent is very, very good. And the nice thing about this knife, I think what I like about this knife most is even if you don't like front flippers, even if you don't want anything to do with front flippers, and you like this knife, you can still buy this knife and not give two craps less about the front flipper. You can literally ignore that it's there because you can still deploy it with your middle finger just like you would the original. That's great. It's adding a feature that a lot of people will enjoy, but the ones that don't care about it, that don't want it, it doesn't affect it whatsoever. Barely even aesthetically. So what Jacob did here, this improvement, is actually really clever. It's really clever, and it is a very nice touch. I think a lot of people are going to like it. I'm a big fan. It feels good. It looks good. It's the same PE, variant PE that I enjoyed, only made better with the front flipper. And you have more options, too. You have the black blade option. That's the JG10. And now let's take a look at these scales. Let's give it the good old inspection for frays and anything that we may not like on it. Okay. I'm not seeing anything I don't like on it. This is pretty much standard quality micarta. Has a good feel. Nice and stiff, sturdy. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, obviously these are not going to be as sturdy as the titanium ones we have here, but plenty strong enough when you get them on this knife. No issues there, especially since these do have inset steel liners. You're not going to have any issues with durability. This knife is going to be very solid. It's just as solid as the original variant PE, which was another thing I actually really liked about it, was it felt like a very solid piece in hand. But in terms of just the overall quality on these micarta scales, yeah, I like it. This blue, it's not a denim blue too, it's like a darker blue. I really like these micarta scales, and as a matter of fact, paired with, yeah, ooh, that looks really good. That actually looks really good. Very nice. And I believe this is, still 14C28N steel, so good to go there. Thank you, Jacob, for keeping it 14C28 and not making it something that other people and people in the knife community don't want. Had a good thing going, didn't change it. There's too many people changing a good thing nowadays, so good job on that. And now let's take a look at these guys here. These are the titanium ones. I reached off the screen to grab my Penguin when I have a perfectly sharp brand new blade right here. Okay. Let's see here. Ooh. Yeah. Are these bead blasted? They look bead blasted, so I believe they're bead blasted. Yeah. Nice solid titanium scales. And as a matter of fact, now I don't know which one I like more. Ooh. I always like that black wash and that raw titanium look. That's always very nice. Nice contrast. And especially with that, ooh, yeah, that black clip. That's pretty good. I don't know which one I like more, the micarta or the titanium. But what I can tell you with 100% certainty is that the quality, let's just pull up one and the other. The quality on both of these are fantastic. No flaws. Micarta is fully intact. There's no fraying or falling apart or any crap like that that would upset someone that bought them. Very nice micarta and very nice titanium. Everything's smooth. There's nothing scratching my hands, even on the inside. The finish on the inside is very clean. The inlays should sit just fine. Yeah. This is a winner, guys. This is, I mean, to be honest, I was expecting it to be a winner. I was going to be really disappointed if there was something unexpected to come up with this, but luckily that's not the case. I'm very, very happy with this. Definitely a knife I will be picking up because it's not expensive. I don't know the exact price on it right now, but I'm certain it's under $100. Now, you get different scales and upgrade that. I don't know, but just the base model here, I'm probably like $70, $60. I think it was $70 last year, so it'll probably be something like that. Maybe a little more due to, you know, everything going crazy with inflation. But either way, at under $100, whatever the price is under $100 compared to everything else in, you know, in the realm of similarities to this knife, it's fine. It 60, 70, $80, whatever. I wouldn't have any issue with it. Great knife, just a great knife. And so is this guy here. Well, I'm also going to have, I think I don't know if I'll do a full review of the Variant PE because I've already done a review and it's, you guys know, it has a shining recommendation for me. The only thing that's really different with it is that front flipper that is very good. Very good. Again, no hot spots. Very nice. Reach around approved all day. So yeah, I like it and I like it. Very, very nice unboxing today. I'm really happy with these two. The button lock boom continues to soar. Front flippers are still cool. And that's that, guys. I definitely have a review of this guy coming. And we'll see about the Variant PE 2. But let me know what you guys think of these two. Which ones do you want? Do you want one of them? Do you want both of them? If you haven't experienced a Kivis Bladeworks knife, I would highly recommend a Variant PE. They really are great knives. Yeah, I think they're still underrated, even though they had a pretty good success last year. These are not in enough pockets. So there you go, guys. Let me know what you think of these. Hope you enjoyed this unpacking or unpackaging, unboxing, whatever you want to call it. Wow, 17 minutes. Okay, I'm going to shut up, sign off. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Until the next one, I'm out.